Strong relationships. After fuming at each other for a day or two or a week or a month, we always work it out. Charlotte has long held the title of the senator to me because of her ability to smooth things over and make it easier for us to go back into the natural rhythms of the day. For those of you that don't know this, Charlotte has an incredible mind. I enjoy talking to her because she asks questions and often makes you question yourself. She enjoys making fun of me, some low-hanging fruit there, but that's a part of her intelligence. She has a quick wit and a dry sense of humor that can catch you off guard. I enjoy it immensely. I find Charlotte to be fiercely loyal, kind, dedicated when others aren't, and someone that you want to be around. Her kind words can lift you up when you're having a rough day, and her jokes sure can center you when you're thinking just a bit too highly of yourself. After having Charlotte in class for 3 years, I'll miss her very much. She's the type of student, person, and leader you'll want to have in your class and in your community, and I look forward to seeing where life takes her. And with that, I give you Miss Charlotte Doninger.
I am someone who gets embarrassed very easily. This quality of mine has plagued my life for the past 18 years, making daily life difficult. When I make a mistake or tell a joke that no one laughs at, I not only feel internally embarrassed, but my face physically turns bright red. Most of the time, I don't even do something worthy of this sense of embarrassment, but my self-conscious tendencies take over. I have noticed that I enjoy life so much more when I do not let the fear of embarrassment control my actions. I'll walk you through how I've come to truly learn this lesson. Let's start with the period of my life when I was most self-conscious and scared of making a fool out of myself, freshman year. Specifically my Algebra 2 class, where the ratio of freshmen to upperclassmen was about 2 to 10. When I tell you I was scared to breathe in this class, I'm not kidding. My assigned seat in Ms. Crawford's classroom was particularly creaky, creating an environment ripe for embarrassment. Every time I would take a deep breath or move around, my chair would squeak, flushing my face with a deep shade of red. I do not think that I went to the bathroom once during that class, as that would mean that I would have had to not only move my chair, but also parade through the rows of desks in the classroom, drawing some much unwanted attention to myself. I wish I had known that pretty much no one remembers or holds on to the specific details of who is in their class, whose chair squeaks the loudest, or who has to get up and disrupt the lesson to go to the bathroom in freshman math class. Had I learned this lesson a little earlier, there would have been no reason for me to be so painfully hyper-aware of my every move. My family has also helped me to realize that I'm not the center of everyone's attention. After meeting my mom and me, many people say that we look the same. I personally don't see it, but the amount of times we get stopped by strangers to say this makes me think that they must be right. Some people even say that we act the same way, having the same humor and the same laugh. Although there are many similarities that we share, one thing that makes us distinctly different is her ability to not get embarrassed. I think that this is a skill that everyone should develop. I honestly do not know how she does it, because some of the things she does I have to walk away from scared that someone will associate me with her. And as I said earlier, this is quite hard, seeing as though everyone seems to think we are twins. My mom tries her best to enjoy life and make the most out of silly moments, instead of dreading the way that people might perceive her. She dances in public, sings to songs she doesn't entirely know the lyrics to, and it certainly isn't afraid if her chair squeaks too loudly in a meeting. I admire this ability, and I strongly believe that it is something everyone should try to emulate. Dancing seems to be a common trigger for my embarrassment. My friend, Eliza Lewandowski, once said, "It is so difficult being such a dancer, but not having the ability to dance." I have never heard a quote that I have related to more. The ability to dance was not something that was passed down to me through the Doninger or Staggs lineages, but I love to dance. This love for dance I have has provided me with opportunities for embarrassment. At prom or homecoming, I always opt out of doing the classic Cupid shuffle or wobble because I know that I will somehow mess up the very simple steps and embarrass myself. When I'm someplace where there is dancing involved, I can usually be found jumping up and down, not even to the beat of the song, because that is all the dancing talent that I possess. During quarantine, my sister Lily and I decided that we were going to learn a new TikTok dance every day. I loved learning the dances and feeling like I finally looked normal when dancing, but I would not say that I was embarrassed when following the choreography or even when Lily would send the videos to her whole friend group. As I rewatch the videos and the dances, I get embarrassed and cringed out. I cannot even call it secondhand embarrassment because I'm the one I'm embarrassed by. I have no idea what made me think that I was doing the dances even remotely correctly, but I guess all that mattered is that I had fun doing it. Although the videos are definitely a hard watch, I'm glad that Lily and I made them because of the enjoyment we got out of creating them. If you're interested in seeing these videos, please check them out on her TikTok page for more information. Unlike my TikTok dances, something I do not have physical record of is my first encounter with the lakeside high dive. I have not felt a greater sense of embarrassment than having to climb back down the ladder of the high dive. When I was around 8 years old, this happened to me more than once, but each time was as embarrassing, if not more, than the time before. I would not consider myself someone scared of heights, but for some reason, I could not jump off the high dive. I attempted many times climbing up the ladder and standing on the edge of the board, but I was never able to jump into the water below. With each failed attempt came the tremendous shame of waiting until the lifeguard climbed up to escort me back down. Those 15 seconds of climbing down the ladder felt like 30 minutes. No one was able to jump off the board because I was taking ages to climb down, so everyone was watching me and seeing the manifestation of my failure. Even though I was 8, the embarrassment of the incomplete attempts still haunt me to this day. One day, I eventually found the courage to jump off, and it was the best day of my life. I forced myself to push past my many historic moments of failure on this beast of a diving board, and one day I just did it. Through the years, I've come to realize that I have the most fun when I'm not worried about making a mistake or looking stupid. Everyone is in their own heads, and for the most part, not giving me a second thought. I mean, let's be honest, being this self-conscious is crazy. I'm definitely not the coolest person in any room I walk into, so there is absolutely no reason people should ever pay that much attention to me. This is something I wish I'd known earlier because it would have made my life a little easier and more enjoyable, but I'm glad that I now know. I'm still working on being less self-conscious, but now I'm able to dance when I want, dive off the high dive, breathe in my math class, thank God, and say that there is one more quality that I share with my mom without worrying that I will embarrass myself because no one actually cares. Thank you.